Welcome again to our series of videos on how to use Moodle for SIS. So let's log in again so you know how to do everything from scratch. So first we have to log in and then you see the courses you have access. So let's choose one and then how to create a lesson. So a lesson is an activity in Moodle that should be created for each lecture. It could be a theoretical lecture or practice or a lab or exercises or anything, but anything that includes a room and the students, it should be created as a lesson in Moodle. And why? Because the lesson will appear automatically in the calendar. So the students with the calendar, they know exactly when they have to be and where to do what. So first of all, you have to click on this button, the turn editing on, to create or change anything on Moodle. So as you can see, you have now a new icons here. You can edit existing forms, for example, and so on. And you can also edit your existing lessons, but you can add activities and or resources. And that's what we are going to do. So first of all, you should maybe copy this text. It makes it easier later on. And then when you create an activity or a resource, so resources are like files and the URLs and web pages and so on. And activities are things the students should do. So for example, in this case, we want to create a lesson. It could be an assignment and modern lots of types of activities in Moodle, although we only use 2 or 3 on SIS. So lesson, here it is, lesson. So we create a lesson by clicking the add button, and then, okay, here it is, a new lesson to topic 1 theory. This is the topic in which we are creating the lesson. So a lesson should have a name. In this case, because I copied the text before, it's very easy. Just you have already the template, so you can change anything. For example, let's say you don't want to use the word theory, but theoretical, for example, or anything like that. You can change the date, the time, but this is just informative, okay? You may have a description. I'm going just to write something, just you can see the result, what happens later on. You can display the description on the course page or not, just hide it. Usually, if you write something, it's because you're going to display. And then you have some configuration settings here, which are really complicated, not very important. But what is really, really, really important is the availability setting. So availability should be configured for the same date and time. So in this case, for example, it's the 29th of February, 9 to 12. So you come here, you enable the available from, and you enable the deadline. So you say, for example, this activity, it goes on from the 29th of February, from 9 to the same 29th of February, 12. Okay, so this is very important because otherwise it will not appear in the calendar. Okay, so here it is. You don't need a time limit, you don't need password, you don't need anything else. Okay, you just need to configure the availability. Flow control, again, very complex and not really interesting. You can also grade lessons if you want. So students can receive grades, for example, for participating in a lecture, for asking questions. You can do that if you want. We usually don't use this feature, but it's up to you. And then by default, it's already show, and you also should choose the no groups, otherwise it may appear on some groups and so on. So that's all. So you just save and return to course, and hopefully the lesson will be created and everything will be as we wished. So new activities appear in the end of the list. So it's here, as you can see. Sorry about that. Well, it has the same name more or less, with just an example. You can see here the description, and if you click there or if you edit, you can see the times. So let's check if this lesson is in the calendar, okay? So the calendar should be around here, or maybe you should go maybe to the dashboard to see the calendar. The calendar, it seems, is not available when you are inside a course. So here it is, the calendar. So if you go to the calendar, remember we created the lesson in February. So let's go to February. A long time ago, it should be around the 29th. Yes, it's here. As you can see, the lesson you created is in the calendar. As you can see, it's also, you can see also all the other lessons from all the other courses, and the students can also see all that. So that's the way the students organize their lives, and that's why it's so important to create the lessons and also fill up the availability fields so the lesson appears here. Okay, so because I want to keep these lessons quite short and informative, I'm finished for now, and that was the video how to create a lesson. Thank you for watching.